Today I'd like to share with you a devotional thought about evil. Boy, there's a word. Matthew 6:13, which is the passage about the Lord's Prayer. It uses the word evil, and it says this about evil. It says simply in 6:13, it says this. It says, "Deliver us from evil." I ran into a quote this last week, and the quote has stayed with me because there's some deep truth in it. I'm still mulling this one over in my head. When I read it, it went straight to my heart. It said this. It says, "Evil doesn't need a motive. It just is." Well, the Lord's Prayer, as we commonly refer to it from the verses in Matthew 6, is often used as a model of how to pray. It really is an amazing prayer, the Lord's Prayer, with lots of wonderful illustrations that you can draw from it. Lots of power and splendor, surrender and meaning in the words and the verses. Other than the 23rd Psalm, I would venture to say that the other longer passage that many believers have memorized by heart is the Lord's Prayer from Matthew 6. When I read it and meditated on it recently, I was drawn to the phrase, "Deliver us from evil." I have prayed that phrase for myself, deliver me from evil, and for others, delivering people from evil, asking that God would deliver people from evil. And also for the church. I've prayed it over our country and in the world. And I think it's an important thing to pray. We do have a real enemy, and he is Satan, and he is evil. He is a liar, and he is a divider. He's a destroyer, and he is a thief. Satan is the one who tries to orchestrate all that is against God. We must resist him, his minions, and evil itself. With that said, we must cling to God and all that is good and everything that represents God. Now, the other quote that I shared is very insightful, and that quote is, "Evil doesn't need a motive, it just is." And I would suggest this, don't try to psychoanalyze the devil too much, if at all, because he would love to take you down a rabbit hole of intellectual conjecture about whatever subject matter he can fascinate you with, because he can't be honest with you. The devil can't even be honest about his dishonesty. He is just evil because he just is. Doesn't need a motive. His motive is evil. Because our fallen nature, we're fascinated with him. He does not fight fair, the devil. Resist, though, and he will flee because of Jesus. Rebuke the devil, Satan. Rebuke him and his minions and influences and evil itself, because you can rebuke him with the power of his blood and his power of his name and the power of his word. And we are involved in a spiritual battle. We've kind of turned Satan and evil almost as if it's a joke. It's like he's a caricature or something. No, it's very, very real, and it is the source of evil. And I would recommend you today to seek and follow Christ. Seek and follow Jesus Christ today, because otherwise, by default, you will find yourself going another way. And he is that other way, and Jesus is the way that we should follow. And instead, find yourself in him, or you'll get lost in the other. And so stay focused today. Resist that which is evil, and cling to that which is good. Cling to Jesus. No better place to hold on to.